Hey guys, so we're here and today we're talking about The Walking Dead and if Daryl and Carol will ever die. As we know, Daryl and Carol have a spin-off. I don't know what the name is, we just call it the Daryl and Carol show. And we don't know when the show's going to take place, so a lot of people are assuming it's going to take place after season 11 of The Walking Dead. Well, that's the only time it can happen. We've seen what happens in that 6-year time jump with Daryl, and we know what happens to Carol, so it can't happen then. So it's going to take place after the show ends, so we know they can't die in the show. But the question is, can they die in the Daryl and Carol show? You might be thinking, well, they're the title characters, they can't die. But Rick left the show. It could happen like that. It might not be called the Daryl and Carol show. It might be called something like On the Road or something. Could switch. And I don't think it's going to get more than 5 seasons, to be honest. So, do you think they can die? I think that maybe one of them could. Now, let me explain this. I'm just going to say off the bat, I don't think Daryl's going to die. I think his plot armor is super thick. So, we're not worrying about him, okay? It's Carol we're worrying about, okay? I think near the end of the Daryl and Carol show, whatever it's going to be called, Carol is going to die. I feel like they're going to have to take one of those characters are going to have to die to make the other character stronger or to affect the other character in such a way. And with a show that's going to only focus on maybe these two characters and have a few from the actual main show, I think one of these two characters have to die, and it's going to be Carol. I think Carol just has more place to die than Daryl, because Daryl's more beloved and more people will lose their minds if Daryl dies. And I think you can work more with Daryl. That's why I think maybe Carol will die in the final season of the Daryl and Carol show, and then you will have Daryl. Or they both die, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Daryl is going to survive and Carol will die in the Daryl and Carol show. That's what I think. Do you agree with me that one of these characters are going to die, i.e. Carol's going to die because her stories are always the same and they just don't know how to write the character anymore? Or do you think they're both going to survive and the show will just be basically The Walking Dead and they've both got plot armor? Please tell me, I'd like to know. See you later.